Hi, students. Welcome back to school. I am not your teacher, as you probably know, but I want to address something that happened last week. So, question number one is, well, what happened? And a teacher overheard their students calling them a name that was racially insensitive and calling them a name that was not their given name. And that's unacceptable. And in fact, it's racist. And when I say racist, I don't mean that just as an insult, and I don't mean to shame or humiliate anyone. But if we're going to end racism, and if we're going to take apart those racist systems that we're becoming more and more aware of, then we need to be able to identify and we need to be able to define racism. And that's really the purpose of this short video. So the second question is, well, why is that racist? Why, for example, is it racist to refer to me as Whitey instead of calling me by my name? Well, when we do that, we start to dehumanize people. We no longer treat them as individuals, but we treat them instead as just a member of the group. And when we do that, when we treat people as just a member of a racial group, then we're assigning to them the characteristics of that group. And most often, if not always, those characteristics are the result of racist ideas. Third question is, well, what do we do now? If you were responsible for making this comment, if you made a mistake, something you regret, please reach out to your teachers, admit wrongdoing, and ask for an apology, right? And I think it's worth keeping in mind that we all do and say things that are racist, right? And we will all continue to do and say things that are racist if we don't know any better, right? So I'm assuming that this was a mistake and that the person responsible really didn't intend to do harm, made a bad choice, and again, it's your obligation now to reach out and to make sure that you fix that mistake that you've made. If, on the other hand, you feel no remorse, you feel no regret, you feel like you haven't done anything wrong, and you have the choice to insult and degrade other people, then you need to acknowledge the fact that you are a racist, and you need to accept the consequences of being a racist. And to be clear, racist words or racist speech and action is not protected at school or in the community at large. And then also for those of you that witnessed what happened, those of you that heard what happened, were a part of that event, it's important that we start to stand up. And when we hear things that we don't agree with, when we hear things that are, make us uncomfortable or that we know aren't right, it's important that we say something. It's important that we say, I don't think that's very funny, or that makes me uncomfortable, right? So that we can again start to work together to identify and describe racism, so that we can start to dismantle and end it, and so that we can make Franklin a safe and inclusive environment for everyone. Thank you for listening.